Hello, IdeaSex Live guys. This is Elphie. I'm just going to turn my little night light thing I have on my phone off, so that should look normal now. Welcome to the cast, and today I'm just going to talk about my 2016 daily success ritual. So the thing that I intend to do every day to set myself up for the day, and hopefully you can from this create your own that works for you, and maybe be inspired by what I do. So my daily success ritual is built on a spreadsheet, and I keep track of every single day, 5 days a week, that I use my ritual. And so it's essentially made up of a bunch of different things that really I am committed to doing or committed to asking myself every day. So the first thing I actually note down is right now I've got an IdeaSex Live challenge, and that's to do, I've written down 1,000 total days of doing IdeaSex Live, so we'll see how that goes. It's like 3 and a bit years. Actually, it's less than 3 years. And I've also got another thing where I'm checking to see how many of these IdeaSex Lives I can do in a row. And I must admit, I almost bailed on doing it tonight, but I'm like, no, I'm going to sit here and do this. So I'm up to like 9 now, 10. So then I look at what's my, I've got weekly objectives. So I look at, what am I doing towards each of my weekly objectives? And I generally try and have a theme for every day as well. So it could be rebranding, could be transmuting despair into drive. That was another one. Could be starting my engines or healing. These are the different themes that I've had. Welcome to the cast, Cam. Beautiful to see you on, man. Love to know a little bit about your daily success ritual. You can feel free to put it down below, maybe even link people to your stuff, because I hear you've got a pretty cool one. So the things that I do in my ritual after that is I start to look at 3 areas. So I look at showing up, stepping up, and giving back. And so in those 3 areas, I ask myself a whole stack of different questions every day to really set myself up, because it's the questions that we ask, not necessarily that really will guide us and give us the life that we want, more so than the things that we commit to doing. Even because it's asking the right questions rather than having the answers is I'm finding is the key, one of the keys to life. So I ask, what am I grateful for? And then I ask, who do I love? And then I ask myself, why am I so happy? So you can see those 3 questions really do see me showing up for life, or will I love today, essentially. And then the second thing, the second section is stepping up. So will I live today? And the questions I ask myself are, in relegating, so in other words, getting rid of things that I shouldn't be doing, what am I saying no to today? So yeah, I start by doing that because particularly in where I'm at, and where we're all at actually in life, we're full of options and choices and opportunities that just come past us all the time. So it's powerful for me to say no to things, and I'm really learning how to do that quite well. And next, I'm in stepping up, it's am I empowering? So what am I inspiring and holding another accountable to today, and who? So this is kind of the order. This is based off the Eisenhower matrix. I mentioned this a little while back, in really just taking stuff and prioritizing it every day, the actions that are there every day. So first off, relegating, get rid of things that I shouldn't be doing. Next is empowering, taking the things that I can give somebody else to do and either pay them to do it or inspire them to do it. And then lastly, responsibility. So what am I scheduling to be powerfully successful in completing today, and when? So taking responsibility for the things that I need to do myself, or that I want to do myself, and then putting it into my diary as giving myself a time to do it all. So the last thing, thank you for the like there, by the way. The last thing is giving back. Will I matter? And you can ask any questions today, guys, of this ritual, and feel free to comment down below, even if you're not friends with me yet. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you do in staying successful in everyday life. So, will I matter? Giving back. Firstly, what is my intention? Then, what is my wish? And lastly, why am I here? Very powerful question. Why am I even here on this planet? And so all those things will really get me thinking of who I'm going to be in the day. And then I look at overall, who am I being in showing up, stepping up, and giving back? So I've got things like alive and thankful, contribution, a dynamo, awake. So there's plenty of things there. And then the last thing I do is I also look at, what results am I going to get during the day, and specifically the results that I'm committed to. So, there's a list there of things that I intend to do every day that are to do with nutrition and even meditation. So I've got things like, do I take my daily pills? So I take a bunch of little nutrients and stuff and protein. And then, am I getting physical? So I look at, am I doing yoga, 50 push-ups, dance, wild sex, gym workout, all those things to get me physical. They're all in the same category, by the way. 3 good meals, 15 minutes meditation or transfiguration, reading my creed out. So I have a creed that I read every day that basically declares who I am in the world to myself, and mainly for myself. I don't really read it out to anyone else. And then, that's just basically declaring who I am and who I want to be in the world. It's declaring who I want to be as I am now, being that in this moment. And they're the main things that are on that. Let me have a look at this. Elizabeth, Laura Dare, yes, on point with what I'm actively working on. Doing the 7-day Qigong challenge with Zulu, my brother, who's doing the Facebook Live challenge with me. Sweet. Yeah, definitely keen to do a Skype session with you soon, Elizabeth. I do Wim Hof in the mornings. I'd love you to go into a bit of detail about Wim Hof for the rest of us, man. I haven't heard of it, so I'm very keen to learn all about that. Welcome to the cast, Michael Diamond. And so one of the things with this ritual is I try and get it done before I start my day's work. And it's generally a good way to do it, to sort of wake up to that. There's not much else to say there around that. I'm just looking at the time, doing all right. That's about it, guys. That is what I do. It's pretty simple. I'll come check out your group, Ned. Thank you for joining the cast. So if you have any questions, guys, now's the time to ask, just before I wrap it up. Other than that, I'm just going to reflect on, just been having an amazing time lately, and keen to start my new business this week, and all going well. I'll declare what that is for you guys in a couple of weeks' time, and it'll be a nice surprise. And I'm probably gonna leave it at that, guys. Thank you so much for joining on board, and feel free to ask any questions afterwards, and I'll definitely fill you in on that stuff. Other than that, have an amazing time. Love all your faces, and see you guys next time.